Hello friends, so welcome to a new session of coding for kids using Scratch programming language. So we have started creating the games by applying different kind of logics. Now in this session also we'll be creating a game of a flying cat. So flying cat is trying to achieve some kind of fruits, and once he or she got the fruit, so accordingly your score will get incremented. So here's some interesting concept I'm adding. It's a flying cat actually, not the cat which is just moving on the floor. Okay, so let's see the output first, what exactly we expect from this particular code, and after that we are going to see the implementation of it. So this is my flying cat. You just can observe the flying cat is actually flying in the sky. Okay, so there are some buildings present here, and then some clouds are also there. Okay, I'll just show the output of it. Okay, let's start. Let's see. So I'm making use of my up and down keys to take this apple. Yeah, okay, it's there. Okay, you just can just take on it. Oh yes, it's over the buildings. Now it's not over the building. Check it, the score is incrementing. Okay, say this. I just want to skip the building. If it is over the building, then by using the up and down keys I'm achieving it. Say this one. And if I just stuck to the building, yes, the game is over. This is my expected output from this particular code. Okay, so this animation we are going to use in this particular session. So let's see how to do this one. So I have created a new code. Okay, so new file in my Scratch, and I want to create this flying cat animation. So I just want my sprite to be flying cat, not the cat which is walking. Okay, delete this, go to sprite, choose a sprite, and let's check a cat. Okay, it's present. Yeah, cat flying. See this one. It's a fight of the cat which is flying. I'll be making use of it. Okay, let's see, the cat is present at this position particularly. Okay, along with that you might have seen some buildings are there. So buildings were different kind of buildings. Okay, so just take the buildings, choose another sprite. Okay, so let's check for buildings. So lot many buildings are there actually in it. I'll just put this building here. Okay, somewhat here. Okay, fine, the building is present at this position here. And if you go to buildings, you can just observe that lot many costumes are there in the building. So see, in the animation itself almost 10 buildings are present. We just have to change the building. Every building is having different height. So that's what beneficial for us. So wherever the height is matching, okay, so there we have to put that particular apple. Okay, so if the cat is touching to this particular building, so automatically the game will be over. So I have added the buildings. After that I can add the clouds also. So let's add the clouds. Let's go to the sprite, go to the cloud. Okay, so here are the clouds. Different types of the clouds are present. Let's use these clouds here. Okay, fine. So in this way these clouds are present. Maybe you can observe, add one more kind of clouds here. Let's add the clouds. Okay, single is there. Here we have multiple clouds. Okay, let's add this cloud, something like this. Okay, so it will be a perfect animation is possible for these particular cases. Okay, let's see now. Okay, so let's do the simple animation here. First of all, let's animate the actual environment, means building and the clouds are changing, and then we are going to see this operation with the help of a flying cat. I'll go to the buildings first. Okay, so lot many buildings are present inside it, and let's animate building as well as the clouds also. So let's see what exactly happens. So first of all, I'll just go to my events. When I click the flag, okay, when I click the flag, then just like forever loop, with the help of forever loop will continue the operation for multiple number of times. Okay, now so inside the loop let's try to set the position of x. Let's take one variable x and make it to 250. Okay, so let's see the variable x. or the value of x to 250. So let's go for using these values. Okay, so change the variable, where is that? Yeah, set your x position to 250. Okay, so exactly your buildings will be positioned on the 250 position. So when I click on that, you can just observe that it is present at 250 position, and from that it will start moving on this direction. Moving on this direction means I need to decrement the value of this x by some number, then only it is possible to have this animation here. So I'll just stop it. Okay, after that I'll change the value of x by -5. Okay, so let's see this one, how to do this. Let's change the value of x here, set 250, and change the value by -5. I'll repeat this operation for some n number of times. Let's go to control, use the repeat. Okay, so and put it over this particular -5. So let's make it 100, not 0 actually. Okay, and now try this. So set x to 250 at this position and repeat 100, change x by -5. So x will get changed and this building will start moving in this direction, and then see what happens actually. Start, see this. Okay, so but every time I'm getting the same building, so it's required to change the costume afterwards. So let's stop this. Okay, and now change the costume, go to next costume here. Okay, let's save it here and now run this. Now see the first costume. Okay, after that the second. See, 10 different buildings are present inside it. Okay, they are just started moving and decrementing by 5 every time. Again it is set to 250, again decrement, again decrement, go on. In this way, okay, this animation is possible and created. Now let's apply the same. Let's apply the same to the clouds also. Okay, I'll just okay, let me set all this position here. Okay, yeah, at this position it's okay. So let's stop this. Now same operation which I have done for the buildings, here I'll apply for the clouds also. So let's go, let's copy this and apply to the clouds. So here let's go into clouds. Okay, so in clouds also same operations are there, and same operation I would apply to the second cloud also, because the two clouds I have taken. Cloud 2 also similar operations are present. Okay, I have not copied there, just copy it, paste it here. Okay, in clouds 2 also, and now try to animate it again. So let's try this. See, so along with the buildings, the clouds are also moving, because same kind of operations we just have applied to them. So clouds also moving along with it. So this is how a small animation that we can form. And you can see the background is again white over here. I need to change the background also. So let's change the background, and after that, once the background has changed, then we are going to make use of the another way to create the backdrop. I'll just stop this one and let's add the backdrop. So if you go to backdrops here, okay, go to backdrops. This is a plain backdrop available here. I'll choose a square. Okay, let's choose this square. Okay, I'm having some different color. Let's go to fill and create the sky blue color like this. Okay, in this way and have some, yeah, fine. You can just observe it now. I got the sky blue color here. Okay, fine. In this way, this is your backdrop number 1. Similar to that, we require one more backdrop. I'll just show you afterwards. So till this, I'll just observe this particular backdrop. So it's completely filled with the respective color. Okay, backdrop number 1. Okay, I'll go to code again and choose the cat flying. So cat is flying and it's performing the respective operations. Now let's move the particular flying cat up and down direction. So we can make use of the keys by which it is possible. So go to cat flying. Okay, and let's go for your event when the flag is clicked. Okay, when the flag is clicked, then forever. Okay, so to do the operation forever, if I am clicking the keys up, if the key is up, okay, if I press the key, so if this key is pressed, okay, so let's go for the control and use this if and make sensing, and if which key is pressed, okay, check it out. Okay, so which key I am pressing? For example, if I am pressing the up arrow key, then we have to increment the value of y by 5. So accordingly the cat will move in upward directions. Okay, so let's check it out. Now change the y, okay, by 5. So I'm adding 5 into y, and let's right click on that, duplicate this and add it here. When I'm then I'm pressing the down arrow, then you have to decrement the value of y by 5 like this. Okay, fine. So this is the way that we can animate the cat now with the help of the keys, up and down keys. So let's start it again. Now you can see the animation has started. Now I am making use of my up and down key. Check it out. See. Okay, now the cat is moving up and down. Okay, see this one. I just can make use of the keys, and based on that I can make the position of the particular cat most accurately. Okay, it's moving up, down, and I can just observe it now. Okay, so in this way it's possible to create the animation. Now you can see it's just like animating. The buildings are coming in the way of the particular flying cat, and with the help of the up and down key we just can miss them. Okay, like this. I'll just stop it again. So this is the way that we can just perform the operation of using simple buildings, clouds, and the flying cats here. Okay, so now let's add an apple over here. Okay, let's add an apple. So once he got the cat has got the apple, they accordingly have to increment the score, and when it strikes to the building, then maybe it's possible to over the game. Like, okay, so let's go here, check the apple. Let's take the apple. Okay, so let's put this apple at this position, and size of the apple will just decrement towards somewhat 70. Okay, fine. This is what we can consider good. The perfect position of can be at this. Okay, got this. And one more thing that we need to remember, that apple should also start moving along with the clouds and buildings. Okay, along with the clouds and building. So it's necessary that similar kind of operations are expected to the apple. So I'll go to the clouds, any, I just drag and drop this in the apple. So if I go to apples, same operations are carried to the apple. So operations of building, apple, and the clouds are same now. Check this. Okay, fine. So in this way we are going to animate along with the apple. And but one more thing that we can observe here is that now cat is not on the front position. So cat is there in between the apple and the buildings. So I can do one more thing, just close this, go to cat, and make this cat to the front layer. So I'll go to sensing, and let's check this. You have to make this drag onto the front layer. Sorry, it's there in the control. Okay, okay, so let's make use of it here. Go to front layer, here front layer. So let's try it again. So cat is in front layer. Now you can see this cat is on the top layer again. The building and the apple is behind of the respective cat. That's the use of the go to front layer. I just close this now. Okay, so to grab the apple, so when the apple touches the cat, then only apple will be grabbed by the respective cat here. Okay, so if it is touching, then it will be grabbed by the respective cat. So to do this one, I'll just go to cat, and now let's use for when. Okay, so when the flag is clicked, just go to when the flag is clicked. For the cat, I'm doing these operations. Again, go to control, forever. Okay, and if touching the building, so let's go for if, light it there, and go for sensing. Here we have a touching options for the cat. So if it is touching the buildings, okay, so in case of cat, if cat is touching the buildings, then we have to stop all the game particularly, and accordingly we have to show the another backdrop present over here. We have to show another backdrop present over there. Okay, that's possible that we can make use of it. But before that, let's check the Apple's code first. So I'll just go to Apple's code now. So when apple and cat come together, then what exactly happens, that we are going to see here. So when it is touching, so it means that the apple will be eaten by the cat, so it should be disappeared, and after 2 or 3 seconds again it will should start appearing on the same screen. So let's see this one. So again I'll go to controls, sorry, events, then when it's clicked, okay, this is for apple only, remember it. Let's go for performing operation forever. Okay, forever, again you have to make sure. Then if the cutting, if it is touching the cat, then so let's go for that. Then just go to events, sorry, sensing. If it is touching the cat, okay, if it is touching the cat flying, then we have to hide it. Okay, then you have to hide it, hide, fine. And when the task is completed, okay, when the task is completed, so we have to wait for almost 2 seconds here. Okay, so wait for 2 seconds and perform the repetitive operations again, but here once it is hidden, we have to show it again here in forever. So let's show it, let's make use of show, and in forever you just can write a show here. Okay, let's try this. Now see, when it's touching, it's disappeared, and after 2 seconds again it will start appearing there. See this. Like this. You can check it out. I'll just close this. Okay, when it's touching, then you have to hide it, and after again 1 second you just can show it. Start this. Okay, see, once it is touching, it will get disappear. So there also one more task we have set, that also we need to identify there. Okay, check this out. Okay, so let's say this, I'll just stop it, and now let's make use of some score operations over here. Score operations. Okay, so let's add a variable called as a score. So let's create a variable called as score. Okay, the score we can see over here. So when they are touching together, then I want to increase the score by 1 here. Okay, when in apple is touching the cat, then you have to increase this score by 1. So let's go here, change the score by 1. Okay, so we are going to change the score by 1, and accordingly let's check it. So the score I have added, but before that we need to set the score to 0 here. So let's go to set the score to 0. So when flag is clicked, score is 0, and when it's touching the flying cat, then you have to score, increment the score by 1. So let's see this. Now see, accordingly once the apple is touched to the respective cat, then accordingly you have to increment the score by 1. So one more operation is remaining here, we'll just focus on it, check it out. So in this way, and I can move this, see, I can make use of the particular keys by which you can change the position of the cat. Okay, so this is the way that we can do the respective operations here. Okay, I'll just stop it again, and then we'll continue. Okay, fine. Now the last part, one important thing that we need to remember here is that when the cat is touching the building, then game should be over. So let's go over here. If it is touching the building, then you have to stop it, and you have to change your backdrop. Okay, let's create one more backdrop here. So backdrop is already present. I'll just go here and click on the paint part. Okay, so one more backdrop is added. Let's create this fill for operation, fill with some darker red color like this, and let's use this square, and let's draw something like this. Okay, okay, and go to the text. Let's use the text here like game over. Okay, let's change the color of it. I just want a white color over here like this. Let's change this, okay, in this way, game over. So game over is a backdrop number 2, and this backdrop number 2 which I have created, so this we have to add here when it is touching the buildings, then we have to switch your backdrop to number 2. So switch your backdrop to backdrop number 2, and after that we have to stop all the operations. So let's stop all the operation, go to control and stop all. Okay, fine. In this way we'll be performing the respective operation here. Fine. Okay, when it's touching the buildings, that time only. And now let's go to backdrop, use your original backdrop from here. Okay, perfectly. Let's go. Okay, so my task is almost over, and let's try what exactly happening here. So let's start. See, it's touching the building. As soon as the cat is touching the building over here, we are switching to backdrop number 2, which is showing the game over. Okay, the game is over, and after that again you can restart the game. But I need to change my costume. Sorry, I have to change my backdrop again. Let's go to backdrop, change it, and let's start. And now let's start this. Okay, sorry, it was at the same position, so I just want to change it again. And now start. Now see, I can move my mouse, my cat, sorry. Let's see, yeah, this is possible to grab. Okay, got that. Now, oh yeah, so this is possible to grab. Fine, 2 I got. Oh shit. Okay, that's it. Now game is over. You can check it out. So as soon as I touched the respective building, then I have changed my backdrop, which is showing a game over there, and now game is over. Till this point you can see how many number of points we have earned. So I earned point. Okay, so I earned score 2. So 2 apples till I got, and based on that we just have got the respective apples, and my game is over. Many things are there. Once the game is over, you can just check it. I can make all the variables hidden. How to do this one? I just click on that. First of all, when I start running, we need to change your backdrop here. So when started running, we just change the background, switch background, not costume, backdrop to backdrop 1. Okay, when you start the game, that time, see. Okay, so when you start the game, automatically the costume should, sorry, backdrop should get changed. Okay, take, oh, sorry, like it's touching there. Okay, again when you start, okay, so accordingly the backdrop will get changed. Fine. So this is the way that we create it, and once the game is over, so let's add one more. Once the game is over, it means that when the backdrop is switching to backdrop number 2, okay, then we have to hide. Okay, so we have to hide this one. Is which one? We have to hide the cat. Okay, we have to hide the building, we have to hide the clouds, we have to hide the clouds too, we have to hide the apple, everything. Then only the game over will be visible. Okay, let's try that again. Now see, game over, and the cat is hidden now. So initially when again you have to run this, again you have to show this here when you restart the game. Okay, now check this. Fine, my game is almost completed. Only the thing is that we need to use, oh, again touched. Fine, the game is over like this. So this is the way that we can create the respective games. One more thing that we can add here, this we can make use of it for all buildings, clouds and apples also. So only game over will be visible there, and initially when you start the particular game or particular system, so we need to add this show every time to all the controls which I mentioned over here. Okay, you just try this. Even I am sharing the respective game with you as the file, the sp3 file of this respective game, so you just can do it by your own. So try creating this game by your own ideas. Thank you. Thanks a lot.